Elite Nannies Academy, Miss Bermonton has trained Davina in more than just nannying. She's quite literally a super agent, and Davina, whose first mission has been specifically requested by mafioso underboss of the Angelini Linguini I Cooked a Meatball, Gabriel Angelini, to protect his child, which is a lot for her position. Possibly this is in connection to the loss of her parents, or possibly because he knows her and likes her. But one of the big orders about being an ENA is no romance, which is an A-okay with me, because me, Gabriel, Moonlight, Sunrise, oh, just let it marinate. Oh, the idea. Apart from that, Davina's duty is to protect Mikey, who acts like, well, a child, but only because he feels like he's being iced out of his father's life. But it's established that Gabriel won't be told how to take care of his child or take any advice of the matter, as he should. But when Davina suggests locking the door on the car ride to their home, he makes it very clear that it's his way or the highway. And he likes to do this thing where he leans really close to her to say something or do something important. In hindsight, I can't tell if this is flirting or intimidation, but whatever. As soon as she's let her nanny train skills go into play analyzing the home, Gabriel tells Mikey that he will be staying with her from now on. Mikey dashes out in response. Davina asks Gabriel if he knows about what he does because there's so many threats around him. I cooked the spaghetti, and he insists that's why she's here. But as soon as she requests for access to his private networks, he points out that Mikey ran off. Suddenly, kidnappers appear and take him. She instantly tracks them down by their license plate with assistance from... I never caught his name, so I couldn't tell you, and shows off the fact that she can hold her own and saves Mikey. But just as she saves him, he turns the gun towards her, saying to take the money and go, but she crushes his hand and brings Mikey back. I cooked them. Gabriel welcomes her, saying she passed. It was all a part of the plan, and Mikey says she's good, but Davina is completely aggravated. Her skill was questioned, but he wanted to know if she wouldn't be scared off or bought off because he trusts no one. And I'm sure you're wondering why. It was because his wife was murdered. It's almost like I had something to do with it, so me and Gabriel... No, I'm kidding. No, I'm joking. Wait, is that a 5-wheeled convertible? A part of the job of being a nanny is to have all parties trust her. Mikey is motherless and has nothing but his father, so his behavior of lashing out and feeling left out is not random, and she wants to take care of him better because she was in his position once. However, he's going to give Davina a hard time and refers to her as the crazy lady. Later on, Mikey says that he and Gabriel are going on a overnight, code word for crime types of ordeals, but Davina knows he's not going. But the issue is that he knows way too much of what goes on at his age, but he wants her to back him up. And when his father comes in and he begs to come with him, he looks towards Davina to back him up, and she completely doesn't. This simply couldn't have lasting effects. In response to this, when Davina tries to take him to the park and when he asks for ice cream, he dashes off, sending her on an entire chase scene lashing out, where her trained nanny skills once again come to work. But in the meantime, as Gabriel is doing his crime things, it seems things are getting more hectic. And in response to his plan working, he decides to have a lay low day, a pool day, where they all spend a day at a pool and have to do everything at the pool. Like literally everything. Davina tries to take the opportunity to patch things up with Mikey, and they're having fun in the pool. He seems to be happy, like they're a family. She isn't a stepmom, but she could be the mom that stepped up. But it's cut short because someone snuck in and dropped off a damaged teddy bear, sending a message. And as these two are finally getting along and being happy, Davina is called in by Gabriel to analyze footage of who left the teddy bear, and notices a tattoo that incites he was a Russian prisoner. And Davina notices how Gabriel has made enemies with a local Bratava. I think I said that right. Oh my god. But Gabriel has a question on how she knows so much about organized crimes. It seemed more than what he was supposed to hire her for. And she knows a lot because of her past loss. She's done so much research, and now she has to cover up the fact she's investigating her parents' murder and how Gabriel might have something to do with it. But Gabriel wants the truth, even threatening to kick Davina out. As she panics to figure out what lie to say so she doesn't tell him she's investigating him for the of her parents, she says that she can't share this information or she could get in trouble with the law, saying she does black hat on the side, and Gabriel won't say anything if she helps him. She's given access to a tablet that has the tapes of who dropped off the teddy bear, and she notices the technology being mirrored, and her nanny training goes to work once again. Meanwhile, Mikey becomes increasingly suspicious about everything going on. Davina finds information on the guy who planted the bear, and Gabriel compliments her, inciting he already knew about her abilities. But as Davina realizes this, she wants to emphasize that she's not doing anything for any crime syndicate matter. But as this gets heated, Mikey busts in, demanding answers on what's going on. Gabriel tells him it's nothing and that she should just be doing her job in protecting Mikey. She retrieves information on the Crotia, Girl, if I get jumped after this, it's probably not gonna be for the meatball jokes. Probably because I'm butchering these syndicates' names. By syndicates with those actual names. Mikey has art class and she has to take him to that. And guess what? That guy's name is Adam. I didn't know that. Can I get a round of applause? So they go to art class. Now the first thing around, nothing much happens, well, aside from the fact he draws a blonde lady for some reason, and they get followed. When they return home, Davina realizes the Crocians Pizzeria ratted him out. And you'd think maybe they changed the scheduled routine, like, you know, how they've been pretty like on the dot before. No, they end up going to the same exact place. And as Davina's chatting with insignificant character number 12, an explosion breaks out, and a guy who could resemble a sawfish takes Mikey. As Davina tries to save him, she gets blasted. But then Adam comes in to patch her up and she goes after them, and they're left in a standoff. But thankfully, by the luck of the ravioli, Gabriel comes in to save the day. If you are under 5'8" and live in a northern state in America, I wish you a very bad day. No exposition, just had to throw that out there. I personally am looking forward to finding out what happened to Davina's parents. I think based on looking at the first chapter, we don't physically see them die, so I'm a little suspicious. Will Mikey welcome her to the family while backing out of his father's business and be his age? What actually happened to Gabriel's wife? Join the serious and silly jam-packed series. No, like literally, please check out the Mafia Nanny on Webtoon. And me too, yeah.